All right, let's see if this is working. I'm gonna use my phone. All right, let's see if this is working. I'm gonna use my phone. All right, now I will get rid of that so we don't get any echoes. And what I'm doing today is I'm trying a live stream on the Poison Box. I wanted to do a YouTube stream to kind of figure out if this was anything that might garner any level of interest, and also just to see if maybe doing a little bit of live streaming would be something that I could do on the side. So, first, why don't we do this? I'm gonna go home, and you can't see me looking at the video up here, but there is something there. Alright, so now I can see the chat. And for a little bit, I will be the only person on here. Alright, so today we're going to be doing the poison machine. I haven't done this one yet. I'm looking forward to getting a feel for it. It's a medium box, which, again, I haven't done any videos on medium, so this is actually the first time that I'll be doing a video for the medium. I've done medium machines on my own time, but never really anything that's been produced for this. So it's a bit of a new experience for everything on that. Now, let's see. I've set my own kind of script and my own directory for how I start every machine. You can see here that I've got a couple machines that I'm working on right now. Some I just kind of drift back and forth on. Others I might not be doing at all, like Blackfield I'm having a bit of trouble with. But I've also created a start and stop script where when I start a new project, it'll automatically create a directory and do an nmap scan, and when I stop, it will move it to this completed folder over here and give us a good idea of what notes I had at the time. So we have the IP is 10.10.10.84. Let's just do a quick check to make sure it's up. And it is, and I'm gonna start. It's poison. All right. So we have the nmap script running. I could do some kind of enumeration if I wanted to check and see if there was a web server or anything right now, but for now I'm just going to keep it as is. Alright, my notes file has opened up. I've got port 22 open, port 80 open, so SSH and HTTP. Before I go starting with any kind of directory traversal, why don't I just go take a look. Alright, sites to be tested. ini.php, info.php, listfiles.php, and php info. Alright. See what happens when we pass it one of those. Alright, so it does what it says it's going to do. Nothing extraordinary here. Let's take a look at each of the other ones and see if there's anything interesting. 3BSD poison 11 release. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna grab this version just in case I feel like I need to look for anything in ExploitDB later. Let's do list files. Alright. So what's interesting right off the bat to me is this password backup.txt was not listed back here, I don't think. No, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options here but it looks like we have some more that we can actually do. So I'm going to copy all of these, and I'm going to go through each of the options and see what comes back. Just to make it a little neater, let's go like this. So according to that, these are our options. Let's start with this. Yeah, let's just go straight to the juicy stuff. Let's go to password backup that text. This password is secure. It's encoded at least 13 times. What could go wrong? Really? Yeah, it looks like it's base 64 encoded. So we have 13 times on that one. Keep that, and I'll keep looking around. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight to trying to decode that. Let's open up a new window. No, I think I'm going to try to do this in Python, because I know there's a base 64 library for Python, but I haven't used it. So I'm going to go base 64 decoder, but Python. I'm going to go down to decode string. It's binary data. I went wrong. Decoding strings. Here we go. All right. So let's do this. Let's do nano decoder.py. So import base 64. We'll do password is equal to. Got all the characters. Okay. So that's the base 64 message in this case. So let's go base 64 bytes equals base 64 underscore. Oh, that's going to be password. Encode ASCII message underscore bytes can be for naming sake. Let's do this. Password underscore bytes equals base 60. All right, so we have our message. We have our. So I'm gonna base 64 dot decode base 64 bytes. So I'm having a typing day here. It's been a long day for me. All right, base 64 dot b64 decode and then base 64 bytes, which is my password encoded. All right. So I have that, we have that, and then we have password, the actual string decoded is equal to password bytes dot decode ski print password decoded. But now they said I did it 13 times, so let's do this in a loop. I equals 0 while I is less than 13. Print that, and then we'll say password equals password decoded, which should let us. All right. So we can see that this is getting progressively smaller. Each time it gets decoded until we're left with, this looks like it's an actual password. So I'm going to save that. Now I did notice something as well. When we look over here at the link for 10.10.84/browse.php file equals password backup, I can read files from here. So I'm going to try some level of directory traversal here, and I've got a password at this point. So I think what I want to do next is try to get etc password and look at what usernames we've got, and then see if I can use this to get into SSH, since we know that's an available service. So I'm going to curl it. You could do, I think, two different methods here if you really wanted to. You could do some curl requests, or you could load up Burp Suite and try to do something interesting there. I'm going to go with curl because I just want to get this file. I don't really want to do any big manipulation there. And if it doesn't work, maybe I'll go into Burp Suite to play around with that. But let's see. Let's start with this just to see if it works. I mean, obviously it's going to work, but alright, so there's that. So let's try .. I have no idea exactly what directory I'm in, so I'm just going to overcompensate. And we'll go etc password. Great. Copy that. Avahi, cups, Charix. Yeah, Charix, I would imagine, based off the password that we've got right here, is the user that we care about. Let's just see if we've got anything else. I mean, I highly doubt it's going to work. Yeah. Let's see if we can get straight to user flag, maybe. Charix user.text. Nah. I was ambitious, hoping that I'd get a flag right off the back of it, but really. Let's go try that password. I'm in. Great. Alright, there's user.text. Pop me right out there. And secret.zip. Why don't I send that back to my machine? watching right now? No, probably just me still. Oh well. Maybe I'll do this again. Alright, so I'm going to keep an eye out for secret.zip, and then I'm going to go netcat-w2 10.10.10.14 .443 like I designated, then send out secret zip. Alright, let's try unzipping that bad boy. Needs a password. Needs a password. We only have the one so far. I can try to brute force it, but before I do, I think I'm going to hope for some level of reuse, because it's still under Charix's person's account. Great. Fantastic. Let's see what we got in the secret. Oh. It's a non-ISO extended ASCII text with no line terminators. Let's see. I'm going to take a small break for 1 second while I just pop this onto Twitter. See if anyone is interested. Alright. So maybe I'll get some population beyond just me. But you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm having fun with this. Let's see. Why don't we go see what's running on here? Do I have any sudo elf versions? No, because I'm not in a full shell. PSX. Alright, let's narrow it down to root, px, box, grep, root. Looks like for root privileges, there's really not a lot beyond. XVNC, Xterm, SSH. So I'm kind of thinking that, apologies, kind of thinking that this guy right here is where I want to take a look. So let's do this. Why don't we take a look at what ports that process is using, because then we can see maybe I can do some kind of funky port forwarding and work that way. No. Alright, what was... So 127.0.0.1, 5801 verse 5901. You can see myself over here on the established connection. What do we want to do? What do I want to do? So all right, well, that's BNC listening locally. Wager 5801 is probably the same. So I won't be able to access that from my machine. So I'm going to pipe this back to myself. I'm gonna try to tunnel myself in, you know? I'm gonna send any connection that I make on my machine to the local host, access VNC, and hopefully I'll be able to 5801 27.1. So I'll send it back out 5901. I've got to declare my username over here. I could do it the other way, but I'm gonna try logging back into my machine. I don't know if I have SSH enabled right now. I might not. Active and running. Connection here is so slow. Do something. So I couldn't resolve the host name. I think it might have been syntax error here. So I was looking for 5801 27.0.0.1 5901 10.15.5. There we go. Syntax error. Okay, I'm back to me. I just entered the wrong password. VNC is open. I'm going to try VNC Viewer. Can't open display. Okay, so that's the problem. I'll have to run it to the side. VNC Viewer. 0.0.1 5901. Connection refused. Alright, so host, display, port. So I can do host and port. Go back up. Alright. Let's go. I have no idea if this part's going to work. Oh, well. It's a password file, it's not a password. So dash password secret. Hey, look at that. That was just in root. I got it. That wasn't a medium. That's not the right. Am I gonna have to type this out? Can I not copy? Control-Shift-C. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, do it the hard way. I'm probably missing something here, but... P188419 CF 2BB 99 D89 127 2361 F5. Let's get back. Had user already over here. Alright, so that was Poison. That was pretty easy. Wasn't anything special. Let's say we go back and maybe we'll do another box right now. I'm gonna back. And what do I want to do? I'm going to filter this by a different. I'm not going to do difficulty. I'm going to do user rated difficulty. I'm going to stop that. And I think, well, let's remove that. Let's start Chatterbox whenever that's good. I'm gonna have to wait a few minutes, but for now, what are we gonna do? Clear everything out. Only got a few minutes, so I'll do some. I'll do a starting enumeration on Chatterbox, see if I can find anything interesting, and then from there, maybe I will stop. But for now, once Poison shuts down, I'm going to start up Chatterbox and see if maybe that I can do a quick, at least maybe get user on this one before I have to leave. to one other person who is watching this now. Hello. Come on, Chatterbox. This is, I think, my one usage complaint with Hackbox. Having the kind of lag between detecting shutdown machines and trying to start up a new one makes it really hard to go back to back. Of course, I get the additional viewer during the most boring time. And they're gone. Oh well. Well, it looks like I'm having some level of connectivity issues here, so I think I'm just going to call it and try to stop the stream. Thank you to anyone who watches this post-fact, but I am done.